I come back? Ready?
It's my turn then. It's my turn then.
You want to try?
I think the ultimate highlight for probably both of us, oh, we might have different highlights. What was the highlight for you?
Swimming with sea turtles and our day at the black sand beach.
Enough for now.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
Come.
What was your highlight of the week?
My highlight, probably the botanical gardens.
Oh.
Yeah. Believe it or not.
Actually, that is surprising to me.
Really?
Because you're not a flower, plant, garden,
Yeah.
nature girl.
You're right. You're right.
She's the wizards and dragons and
What else?
I don't know. You're just not a.
I'm not outdoorsy. But I feel like the Big Island changed me a little bit.
It's good.
Yeah, it was so beautiful. So we were driving back to Hilo, and you can take this 4-mile scenic route off the highway. So it's just this gorgeous winding road, trees of all kinds on both sides, little bridges and waterfalls you can look at. And then about halfway through, there's a botanical garden you can stop at.
Go ahead.
It hurts.
Oh.
It hurts.
Oh, yeah, you cut that's a little bit. Daddy will help you.
Come.
No. It's my...
Toe emergency. Yeah, so we decided to go in, and it was worth it.
Mm-hmm.
It was beautiful. It was just this little garden that you walk through, and it's kind of slopes down the cliff, eventually ending up right next to the ocean.
Yeah, the word garden
Yeah.
is an understatement because it is like a lush jungle of beauty.
Yeah. It was crazy. Maybe we're just so green in experiencing the green parts of the world, but it was so nice.
Yeah.
Waterfalls and just it was so nice.
I felt like we were
awesome.
in Pandora.
Yeah. Yeah.
Avatar reference.
So, we did a super chill kind of week on the Big Island, and then we headed to Oahu.
Here.
So we ended up staying in Honolulu, which was not at all our plan to begin with. We heard about this vacation company in Hawaii from someone at home, actually, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Rick had reached out to them before we even left, just inquiring about what they had to offer. And then
Yeah, they gave us a 2-bedroom suite right on the harbor.
There's a
yeah, right on the marina, right next to Waikiki Beach, with beautiful views of the city, beautiful views of the ocean. It was really cool.
Yeah.
It was a treat for us.
Yeah. A big thanks to Marina Hawaii Vacations.
Yes, thank you so much. It was awesome.
I had another bucket list experience. I have never surfed before.
That's right.
Yeah. And so my buddy Ty reserved a surfing lesson for us and surfed on Waikiki Beach for the first time. And it was awesome.
And how did you do?
It was great. I did not think I would be able to do it. I'm horrible at water sports. And so my expectations were way low. But yeah, the instructors there were awesome. And the first wave that came, I managed to get up and surf. Unfortunately.
Why don't you tell everyone the price you paid for that great surf lesson?
I don't want to think about it. Well, the surf lesson was free because my buddy paid for me. But the price I paid was my brand new GoPro 7 Hero Black. Yeah, so the first wave hit, I was surfing. I'm like, this is amazing, a dream come true. I'm doing this. And then I took whatever rough landing in the water, splashed down, and then when I kind of came up, looked at my wrist, and I had like a GoPro strap on, and yeah, gone. So that sucked.
Classic, right?
Yeah.
Just classic.
It's funny because when we were packing up to leave, I had an old GoPro 3, and I was like, kind of just going back and forth if I should bring it, and I'm like, hey, you never know, might need it. So yeah, I had my GoPro 3, threw that back into, yeah.
Smart.
Smart.
So yeah, that was a bummer, but that didn't stop us from having a great time on Oahu. We had some friends who were in Oahu on vacation at the same time, and it just worked out that way. Totally kind of fluky. We were planning on being there around this time, and they had already planned to be there, so we decided to meet up. Nice to meet up with them there and have a few days on the beach and to have dinner with them.
And it's pretty cool because these are people who we've done a good amount of traveling with, and so for us to have another experience together in a different part of the world is kind of special. So we also visited a place, you may have heard of it, maybe not. It's a little attraction called Pearl Harbour. What is that? One of Alana's passions is war history. We've talked about this in previous videos. And so the main motivation for her coming to Hawaii is actually because of Pearl Harbour.
Yep.
And so I wasn't about to take her there with a toddler and a baby who was going to take away from the experience.
Right.
Because you just know how it goes with kids at those kind of places. It's just not the same on your own as compared to on your own. So I said, we're dropping you off and you're going to have, 3 or 4 hours to enjoy it on your own without a care in the world and just take it all in.
This guy.
So
He gets me. It was wonderful. I feel like I'm just full of adjectives today. But yeah, it was lovely. It was perfect. It was a beautiful afternoon. It was a beautiful afternoon. And I insisted that they come with me because I was totally fine with it. I knew it wouldn't be, the same with kids, but he insisted that I go alone. So I took him up on that offer, and it was amazing.
And then we went back a couple days later with, me and the boys joined her. So that was my first experience there. And if you have any interest at all, going, you'll learn a lot about it and have a much more appreciation for what all happened there. And just the sad reality of what happened there is pretty intense.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. But that's why I love those places, because I think it's so important to remember them and to just not forget important things like that. And there's also a lot of stuff to do, though. Like, we found it was pretty good for kids. There's, the visitor center itself is free. So you can see the exhibits and walk around and see, where Battleship Row was, looking out to Ford Island. That's all free. But when we came back with the boys, we decided to do the Pacific Aviation Museum, which was obviously, we paid for that, but it was really, really good. Mm-hmm. Totally worth it.
Yeah.
Airplane, if you like anything that flies, that is the place to go.
So many planes, so many helicopters.
Yeah, really, really cool.
Yeah.
And there's also the USS Bowfin, which is a submarine that you can tour as well. We didn't do that because ages 4 and up are only allowed on the sub, so we didn't do that one. But
plus they were closing.
Yeah, we didn't have time. I went 2 days and I still didn't have time to do everything. But you can also tour the USS Missouri, which is a big battleship, which I want to do yet one day. So there's lots of cool things to do there. It was great. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching, and hopefully we will see you next week. Bye.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, it's better now.
Oh, your toes all better? Do you want to say bye to the camera?
My back's kind of owie.
Your back's owie too now? Oh boy. Do you need a band-aid for your back too?
No.
Bye.
Bye.